Hello guys, welcome to my 2018 Roundup video. I did one last year and I thought I'd do one again this year because I don't upload consistently. However, people like to know what I'm up to, so here's my one for 2018. So I'd say with last year in 2017, it was more a year of trying and failing. You know, I tried a lot of things and I necessarily didn't get the result I wanted. Things like training, so I wasn't getting the result I wanted. I made a lot of changes. I changed training groups, it wasn't working. And with things like business, I started a business, I had a business partner, it didn't really work out as I wanted. I dropped out of college because I just didn't enjoy it. I wanted a dating show because I really wanted to date. That didn't work out. I wanted to move out of my parents' house. I tried to look for a new flat. That didn't work out. So there were so many things that I tried doing last year and it just ended up not working out at all. And how I think that transforms into 2018 is this year was the year where I actually started making the changes I wanted to make in my life. I call this year the progression year. This is the year where I've finally got what I wanted to get and hopefully I can build upon into the future. So without talking too much, I'm going to talk about what's happened this year, what kind of changes have happened, and how I'm in a better position to get to where I want to go to, hopefully with the athletics and with other stuff as well. Let's get into it. So the first and biggest change that's happened is I have now actually successfully moved out. I am a 19-year-old that is paying rent. That is something amazing to say. Last year I tried to move out. My parents thought it was a bad idea. I'm visually impaired. Lots of people didn't like it. I probably wasn't in a financial position to do it as well. But this year I have moved out into a one-bedroom apartment. It's really nice and I'm probably going to do a flat tour very soon. I've actually got furniture in. It's one thing I'm learning is like everything when you're living on your own is dependent on yourself. You have to put furniture in, you have to cook food, you have to do your laundry. Basically you've got 100% responsibility for yourself, and initially it was quite interesting to learn everything, but I think I've adjusted quite well. I'm paying bills, I'm paying rent, I'm paying water, I'm paying gas, I'm doing council tax, I'm doing all of that, and it's really fun and it gives you a really big satisfying feeling at the end. It's like, I'm 19 and I'm already learning all these things. Where am I going to be when I'm 29? And it just feels really cool, feels really nice. Yeah, that goal I've put on there to move out, it's finally happened and it's a really satisfying feeling. Anyway, next thing. As I said earlier, I dropped out of school last year. I really wasn't sure what I was doing with my life. I was really lost. But I think it's quite normal as a teenager, you're not really having a really clear direction for your life. You're not sure what industry you want to get into, what you want to learn. And so for me, the stress was just too much, so I decided to drop out. I was doing things like philosophy, politics, economics, psychology, not really knowing why I was doing it, not interested in it, not going to class, and I thought, you know what, let's just drop out and something will work out. And this year I've enrolled into uni, which is really fun. I'm doing business management and I think it's what I've always wanted to do, but I just thought, it wasn't important enough and I was supposed to do something more academic. But I realized, you know what, you've got to do what makes you happy, you've got to do what interests you. I love business, I've set up businesses, I'm running a business, and it just makes sense to do business management. And I really, really love it. We're learning so many things, and it's quite a diverse course. You learn about global politics, you learn about economics, you learn about financial structures, you learn about how to set up a bit. It's just something I'm interested in and something I'm passionate about. Also, another thing, my teachers told me I wouldn't be able to get into uni without A-levels and without college, but that was a lie. I got into university with an unconditional offer without any A-levels or BTEC, and that's something that's available, So if you feel like it's too late for you to go to uni because you never got your A-levels, that's not true at all. You can still go to uni and do what course you want to do. Third thing on my list is I'm actually now in a relationship. I have a girlfriend. If some of you remember last year, I went on the Undateables. Half my friends thought it was a joke, half my friends cried, half my friends just didn't believe it. Why would you go on the Undateables? Firstly, you're not undateable. Secondly, it's such a cringy show. But you know what? I genuinely went on there to find love, and thankfully a year later I have found love. I am now in a very happy relationship with a very beautiful girl, and she visits me very often and we have the best time. We're basically best friends. We do everything together and it's really, really nice. And once again, to find... What? We're engaged. Apparently we're engaged. I haven't broken news yet. Shh. Yeah, so that's it. Undateables. In your face. I found love. Yeah. Next thing. Another thing I'll put in here, because it's a very common theme on my YouTube channel, and that is drones. You know, my story about last year, I bought 3 drones and broke every single one and lost every single one. This is the first year where I've managed to get a drone and keep it and use it and not lose it. I have a very bad history with drones. They fly away, they get interrupted by other signals, they crash, they fall, they break, they get lost. You know, and this year I've actually kept the drone for a whole year and I've used it, and it's just been really amazing. You know, I've finally become that drone pilot I've wanted to be, getting those beautiful shots and angles and pans, and it's just amazing. And I think I can happily label myself the best blind drone pilot in the world. If someone has a certificate, if someone has a cup or a trophy, please hand it over, because I deserve it. Yes. Another thing on my list here, which I probably should have mentioned earlier because it is the core part of who I am, and that's training and athletics. As I said last year, I was injured multiple times. I was in the wrong training groups, doing the wrong things, feeling absolutely terrible, and just generally feeling like I'm not making progress and nearly quitting athletics, to transferring, you know, this year where I've got a very good coach who's, you know, Olympic standard, who knows exactly what he's talking about, and he knows exactly how to get me to Tokyo 2020, which is my goal, and beyond as well. There's Paris right after that. So I've got very high ambitions with my athletics. I'm in a very stable environment where I can go in there and I can train and, you know, get the results I want and hopefully progress slowly but surely to get to where I want to go to. So that's really, really happy. And other things around that as well with the nutrition. You've got a nutritionist who's helping me eat the right foods and get the right diet down, and, you know, psychologists talking through all the issues and barriers you face as an athlete. So all that's in place, and hopefully with consistency I can get to where I want to go to, because that's what this year is. Like I said, it's the year of building and staying consistent, whereas 2017 was just the year of failing and trying again. I've tried, I've failed, and now I can. I've tried, I've failed, and now I've achieved certain things which I've tried, I've failed, and now I've achieved certain things that can now allow me to stay consistent to get to those bigger goals. So yeah, I think those are the main things for me in 2018. I haven't really been posting much. I've tried doing my Track to Tokyo episodes on my YouTube channel, but it just got a little bit repetitive and a little bit boring after a while, so I decided to stop doing those. But I'll probably find something new to do in 2019. But for me, 2019 is more about focusing on those core things that I want to achieve bigger goals in, especially with my athletics, you know, being consistent with uni and trying other things, other new things, but mainly just staying consistent with the things I want to achieve in. And hopefully 2020, when that comes around, you know, hopefully we can see some really big trees sprouting from all those seeds we've been planting in these past couple of months and years. To end this video, I have a really motivational quote that I thought of. It's kind of an amalgamation of all the experiences I've had in the last couple of years, and kind of just, yeah, a little summary of what I found to be true about trying and failing, and it goes a little bit like this. If you try and fail, try again. Stay true to your goals and ambitions in the quest for your success, love, and happiness. You know, really rings true to what I've experienced so far. So young in my experience, so young in my journey, so much more to learn, so little time. Anyway, I'm getting a bit cringy now. Yes, as I always say, please give me examples or ideas of how I can expand the YouTube channel. I feel like for me, YouTube is changing very quickly and I don't really know how I fit into it. And I try every single year, I try doing something differently, and I just don't understand it moves so quickly, and people do different things. And I think YouTube is a platform where if you're crazy, you'll win. If you're not crazy, no one listens. But I'm not really willing to be crazy enough to be listened to on YouTube. I have more important things to do. But that's just me rambling now. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you watched all the way to the end, please give this video a thumbs up. Please comment anything you want to comment about what I've talked about, or suggestions of videos. And yes, look out for the flat tour when I've finally got everything in here, all the furniture. I think it'll make it look a little nicer, but it is a really nice flat if I do say so myself. And yes, once again, thanks for watching. Have a fantastic 2019. Stay true to your goals and ambitions. If you fail, try again. You will get there, as I have and as I will moving forward. goodbye. It's been Solomon Barr, signing out.